नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। दिस इज जेबी एंड डॉक्टर मीनाक्षी सोनी, फैकल्टी ऑफ होम्योपैथिक साइंस, ज्योति विद्यापीठ, वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी, जयपुर. This is my practical session. Now we will discuss about the rules for the second prescription. There are 14 rules for second prescription method in the homeopathy. Rule number 1. रूल नंबर 1 बताने से पहले मैं आपको बता देती हूँ कि व्हाट इज सेकंड प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. सेकंड प्रिस्क्रिप्शन आफ्टर फर्स्ट प्रिस्क्रिप्शन जो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन होता है दैट इज सेकंड प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. सेकंड प्रिस्क्रिप्शन के लिए हमें प्रिपेयर होना पड़ता है जब हम पेशेंट को फर्स्ट प्रिस्क्रिप्शन कंप्लीटली देते हैं विथ मेडिसिन, पोटेंसी, डोज, रिपीटेशन, और हम उसे बताते हैं कि आपको इतने दिन बाद फिर से फॉलोअप के लिए आना है. जब वो फॉलोअप के लिए आता है तो हमें प्रिपेयर होना पड़ता है कि मे बी पेशेंट ठीक ना हुआ हो, मे बी पेशेंट की तकलीफ बढ़ गई हो, मे बी पेशेंट को बिल्कुल भी आराम ना हो. ये 3 कंडीशन तो मेन कंडीशन है, और मे बी हो सकता है कि उसकी कंप्लेन कम हो गई हो और उसे रिलीफ हो. तो जब पेशेंट आपके पास आएगा after some days for follow-up, so we can see and we can do the preparation of second prescription. For that, some rules. Rule number 1, when the patient says I feel better, you have to wait. Okay, even when a clear picture of new remedy appears, do not give another remedy. As a homeopathy, we start from the idea that a feeling of well-being means energy has improved. Rule number 2, never give a remedy when you don't get a clear picture. Even when the former remedy did not work and have no clear picture for the next remedy, you had better give Seclac or the placebo till a clear picture appears. If you wait, the body will develop new sign and symptom which lead to a clearer picture. That is rule number 2. Rule number 3, never give a new remedy as long as the homeopathic picture is changing. Only when you get a clear picture of remedy whose symptoms are present for at least a week and the patient is suffering from seriously, then only you can give new remedy. Rule number 4, do not be too hasty to give something when an old symptom or the group of old symptoms comes back, even when it bothers the patient. When the patient feels generally better, meanwhile, you can be 100% sure that the remedy is working and you have to wait. Rule number 5, never give a new remedy when a discharge or a skin eruption appears after a former remedy and when the patient in general feels better. Rule number 6, when after the remedy most of the symptoms have disappeared, you have to wait. Even if the patient seems to have some remaining symptom, wait at the least for 1 month. As a physician, you have to judge for yourself the patient degree of suffering. Do not only listen to the words of the patients because some anxious patients push you to prescribe something stronger. Be careful with very affluent and the anxious patient. Rule number 7, never give a new remedy when the symptoms move according to Herring's law of cure. Rule number 8, never give remedy when the insanity and the frequency of the complaints diminish. Next rule, never change a remedy that has worked well. In case of relapse, repeat the same remedy in the same potency. If this does not help, give a higher potency and if need be a lower potency before leaving this remedy. Next rule, do not antidote a bad homeopathic reaction with a homeopathic remedy. This will only bring more chaos to case. It is better to overcome a disturbing homeopathic reaction by waiting temporarily or telling patients to drink strong black coffee. That is the best antidote. Next rule, if you repeat a remedy quickly, you can disturb the action of the previous remedy and thus spoil the case. Keeping a visual eye, the other patient is not proving the remedy. Next rule, only give a remedy when the organism asks for it and not just because the patient asks for it. Next rule, Only repeat a remedy that working well in a case of a complete relapse of 100%. This means when the patient is back in the same state as when he visited you for the first time. Sometimes it is impossible to judge whether a patient has completely relapsed or only partially. In such a case, you can use the following tip. Tell the patient, if I gave you a new remedy and you are at the moment better than before, you will have a complete relapse, and let the patient decide if he wants the remedy or not. In cases of partial relapse, you can use the Seclec that can produce the miracles. Next rule, when the case is evolving according to Herring's law, do not prescribe any remedy. This means when the complaints evolve from the inside to outside and from above to downward. The application of these rules will help you better analyze the effect of the remedies. So the topic is completed now. This is digital version 2.0. Hope you are satisfied with my topic. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. Thank you. Thank you so much.